Working for the weekend, that is Loverboy. Muskegon's 100.9. Andy O, 8:30 straight down on a foggy Thursday morning. The fog has settled in. It's going to be around till about 10 o'clock, so if you're out and about, make sure you give yourself a little extra time to commute where you need to be. Now, we are talking about the Muskegon Museum of Art, and Judith Hayner is the executive director. Welcome to the what do you think so far, huh?
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Pretty plain, isn't it? A lot of nice gray walls in here.
Right.
They haven't padded the room for me yet.
Not yet.
I think it's coming. Now, we were just talking off the air, Judy, before we came on here about the fact that I've lived here 15 years, ballpark, and I have yet to be in the Muskegon Museum of Art. I know. Hey, you know what? I'm coming clean right out of the box with you.
We are gonna change that.
Let's talk. Tell me about the Muskegon Museum of Art.
Oh my! And as I was driving here, I was just thinking about. I always say this. One of the things that makes Muskegon really unique is not the lake. Mm-hmm. Everybody along this Great Lake has this Great Lake.
Yeah.
One of the things that makes Muskegon unique is it has a nationally accredited, internationally known art museum.
Okay.
And it's right down there on 296 West Webster, right next to Hackley Public Library. And this is we celebrate our 102nd year in June. It was established in 1912.
Isn't that something?
It's pretty stunning. And I think sometimes what comes with that kind of tenure and age is we take it all for granted.
Right.
But I got to tell you, it is not common. There are only 11 art museums in the state of Michigan.
Okay.
And there's only 7 that actually collect art like we do.
Okay.
So it is a very unique asset to Muskegon, and we're very proud of the things that we add to the life of this community.
What kind of traffic do you get through the art museum?
We typically are running between 25 and 30 visitors a year.
25 and 30,000.
Oh, sorry, it's early. 25 and 30,000.
You know what? I start this at 4 every day. You tell me it's early. 25 and 30,000 people
visitors.
a year.
Yes.
And they come in from all over the state.
They do come in from all over the region.
Yeah.
We've seen visitors this fall from all over the Midwest and beyond, particularly because of the Remember and Rebuild exhibition and another exhibition that we have up now, which is Nancy Crow, who is a quilt artist.
Oh.
She's an artist who works with fabric, let's put it that way.
Sure.
So that's brought in a lot of people.
Might be a kind of a timely question, and it brings Grand Rapids into the mix a little bit, but does anybody from ArtPrize ever find their way over to?
I think we do get some visitorship because of all of the traffic in Grand Rapids. And we, ArtPrize is a great thing. I mean, to have thousands of people walking around looking at art, I see nothing to complain about.
Not at all.
That.
It's a great time. I didn't make it this year, though.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, dwell on that a whole lot, but hopefully, that's the case, that they know about that, and then they make the drive out here.
Yeah, I think we do see some effect from that, definitely.
Let's talk about this Remember and
Rebuild.
Rebuild, the 9/11 exhibit.
Yes, picturing the National September 11th Memorial and Museum. We organized this exhibition. We are the exhibition is a creation of our effort. It didn't exist before we did this. We had the opportunity to meet, to know, and to see the work of the staff photographer for the 9/11 Memorial. And she just does remarkable photography. She's been a part of that institution since 2010 and has been documenting what was going on the other side of that fence at the site.
Yeah.
And when we saw the photography and realized how good it was and realized what an interesting story it was to focus on how we as a country have responded to that tragedy.
You remember the day? I'm sure you do.
Yes, of course.
What were you doing?
Of course. I was assistant superintendent for Muskegon, and I was in my office and then immediately trying to figure out how we were going to, as a school district, handle that.
I was on the air over by the Getty Drive-In, and I walked out of the studio on the back. You remember the old building over there by the drive-in?
Yeah.
Our studio faced out the back, and I walked by my office, which was right outside the door, and my initial reaction was, some building's on fire.
Exactly.
And I walked by it, and I went around the corner and told the boss, I said, hey, you got to come see this. There's a big building fire going on somewhere. I didn't even know what city they were in.
Huh.
It was just that quick of a glance.
Right.
But the world changed.
I know. It did change,
didn't it?
In an instant.
It got to the point where I couldn't even watch like Animal Planet because even natural violence, a tiger chasing something down to eat it, I
it's
couldn't
changed.
take it anymore.
Yeah, it changed everything.
This exhibit is part of a running. You've got something coming in all the time.
We do 15 different exhibitions a year.
Yeah.
People and we have a permanent collection that is renowned, and so people have favorites. If they come to the museum, they wind up having favorites in the permanent collection, and those are always there. But what people may not realize is that we have changing exhibitions, and so we put on at least 15 a year. And when people say, "Oh yeah, I've been to the museum. I was there several years ago," you can't imagine what you've missed.
Right.
And people are going to miss, remember, and rebuild. There's only 2.5 weeks left.
That's plenty of time. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you know.
And I guarantee you that on Monday, November 10th, we will get phone calls saying, "So when does that? How much longer is it?" And it's like, when it's done, an exhibition at a museum is just like a live performance. When it's over, you will never see it like that again.
Yeah. You have a special program coming up, I understand, with some local people.
Tonight.
Yeah,
We have a program tonight of City of Muskegon firefighters who went to 9/11 in September right after the incident to offer their assistance. And we have joining us tonight, hold on a second, retired Lieutenant Art Backstrom, retired firefighter Barry Searles. Sorry, Barry.
That's okay.
Lieutenant
Barry will get over it.
Chad Horn and the Assistant Chief Ken Chuddy. They're going to come and they're going to talk about their experiences at Ground Zero.
They went there.
They went there right after it happened to try to help. So we wanted to bring them in to give them a chance to talk about what they saw, what they did, what they felt. So that's actually our last public program. That's part of this exhibition. We've had a series of them.
What time tonight?
6:30 tonight. The doors will open. We'll have some snacks, some great stuff from the Cheese Lady.
I love the Cheese Lady.
Cheese Lady.
I love the Cheese Lady.
We do too. And a cash bar, and then the program will start at 7:00.
Whenever somebody brings up snacks, they always get like you just did. They open their eyes up wide and they're like, "Hey, we got snacks. You want to come down?" Might be time for Andy to go on a diet. Fine. I'm not above that. Now, down the line, what do we have coming up as well?
Oh, my goodness. Well, we've obviously had a very serious fall exhibition that we're extremely proud of. But we are going to take things in a little bit different direction. And on November 6th, we are opening an exhibition called Japanese Warriors.
Ooh.
Robots from the Warren Schwartz collection. We know, what my curator knows, Warren Schwartz, who is a rather well-known architect in Boston, and that's his day job, and then he also collects Japanese robots.
Wow.
Toys. So I have some staff members that are having way too much fun getting ready for this exhibition.
How about after? Don't you do the Festival of Trees?
We do Festival of Trees. Festival of Trees will start on November 20th, and we have a lot of things planned, including a party on Saturday night, Holiday Cheer, Michigan Beer, during the Festival of Trees. So that goes from November 20th to November 30th.
Always a crowd pleaser.
It is a crowd pleaser.
Tap a keg, they'll show up.
Exactly.
I love that part of this town. I really do.
Exactly.
Thank you for coming in, Judy.
Oh, it's really a pleasure.
What a great thing to have in the community, and I have to apologize. Make no bones about it. I need to get down there.
We are going to make a date.
Boy.
I'm going to give you my card. You're going to call me when you get off the radio. I want you to see what we're talking about. I think you'll be surprised.
I'm looking forward to it. Judy Hayner, the Muskegon Museum of Art. Thanks for stopping in, and don't forget that program tonight. Gets underway at 6:30?
6:30 at the Muskegon Museum of Art, right down on Webster Avenue, right next door to Hackley Public Library.
Perfect. Muskegon's 100.9. Judy, thanks again.
Thank you.